Advertising.
Welcome back. First Five California understands that today's parents face many challenges and tough choices as they raise their kiddos. And that's why they're here to help educate parents, caregivers, and teachers about the critical role they play during a children's first 5 years. Here to explain more are Jacqueline Wise, who is the coordinator of early childhood education for the Folsom Cordova Unified School District, and Dr. Julie Montali, who is the director of early learning for the Twin Rivers Unified School District. Welcome both to you ladies.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thanks for being here. So let's talk about, we know early literacy is so important with kids, but what about early numeracy? How important is that?
It's very, very important because we want to give kids a heads up so they're learning numbers at an early age, and it helps promote their developmental skills, and it gives them a leg up for kindergarten and beyond.
I bet, yeah. And numeracy, what exactly is it? Is it just numbers and counting, or what exactly is it?
You know, of course it's about numbers and counting, but it's so much more when children are stacking their blocks and they're measuring and they're sorting, doing puzzles. All of that is math. And what's interesting is that they're doing it through these really playful ways. They don't even know that they're learning math. It truly starts from infancy.
And how do we start incorporating those into early childhood education?
Well, we're all familiar with First Five California's Talk, Read, Sing campaign.
We are.
Talk, read, sing. It changes everything.
It's catchy, you hear it, you know, yeah.
So it's really important, as Dr. Julie mentioned, to incorporate all of these things into what you do with your children each and every day. And make it fun.
Make it fun. That's so key, right? Playing with kids and, you know, making it fun and a game almost, right?
Absolutely.
That's kind of the key. And singing. So singing is a big part of it as well.
Singing is really important. In fact, music is such an exceptional tool for learning across all developmental areas. But what a lot of people might not know is that music really is math. It's based in math. So when you have your little baby and you're rocking and you're swaying and you're patting, you're giving them that first experience with math. It's rhythm, it's melody, it's steady beat. It's so important, and so it's a wonderful way to get kids really starting right, feeling it in their bodies right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And you know, when they grow up a little bit and it's time to turn up the music in your living room and have a dance party, having them move to different having them move to different beats is really great. And how many of you grew up with, you know, 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed?
Yeah.
That's subtraction. As they fall off the bed, who knew that was subtraction?
So it's so subtle like that. And
it really is.
Getting into the conversation too, as kids get a little older, how should we do that?
Well, I mean, talking is, you know, right from the get-go. Our voices are more powerful than any toy or baby gadget you're going to find on the market. So parents, you know, what we encourage them to do is really use that to their advantage. When babies are born, right from the start, you're counting their little toes and fingers. You know, you're out for a drive, you're counting cars, you're looking for shapes and patterns in your environment. And we love the grocery store, right? The produce section is all about math. You know, there's shapes and there's colors. You're holding the bag and kids are counting how many apples, 1, 2, 3. Snack time is a great place. And using the language of math, we don't realize that saying, I'm going to put 2 crackers and let's put your cheese in between. Using in between or on top of, below, above. All that's great ways to embed math into every day with kids.
Absolutely.
Fabulous. And what about, you know, reading time is such a big, story time is such a big opportunity to get education in there. So how can we get numeracy kind of in there with reading?
We brought a few books with us to just kind of give you an idea, and you can do fun things and you can get books from the library. But things like, this is a little book, medium, this is a big book. And make sure you have books with numbers, and kids love pictures. So for example, this particular book has farm animals. So how many pigs do we see? And let's count together. And how many snails do we see? And let's count these together. 1, 2. And we see 2 big snails, and we see how many little snails. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fabulous. So they don't have to be numbers in the title per se. They could be the size of the book and just incorporating that into it as well, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And looking for patterns and shapes is a great way to use the pictures in great picture books.
Okay. And where can folks go for more information, to find out more information about you guys?
Well, they can always go to first5california.com for great ideas for youth ages 0 through 5. Or they could go to their local library.
both great ideas. And great, you guys have a great website too. Great website with videos, downloadable teaching lessons that you can get on there. So if you run out of ideas, you guys have all kinds of ideas on your website that are perfect.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes. You guys are so good. But we even finish each other's sentences.
We do.
So good. Thank you, ladies, for being
You're
here.
so
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Well.